Hold on. Is Brandi using Kim to get back at Lisa Vanderpump? And does Lisa's husband Ken really love her? Or is he cheating on her with Andy Cohen? Does Kathy Hilton have enough money to afford a stylist? And will Eileen and Lisa Rinna save the day? Get in here, people. It's time to scrub it down. What's up, people? This is your girl Chay Eday bringing you another review. Here we go. We got The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 5, Episode 14. All right, let's get into this episode. We start the episode off with Yolanda Foster at her home, and we see Brandi coming over to do some yoga with Mr. Yoga. Yeah. So he is so cute. So anyways, basically we have Brandi saying that her and Yolanda are on a 21-day cleanse diet. I have something to say though. Unless that 21-day cleanse diet includes her mind, her heart, her attitude, and her mouth, it is gonna do no good. All right? So basically, we hear more of the same with Brandi saying, I'm going to prove to these girls that I'm not what they think I am. Unfortunately for Brandi, she's exactly what they think she is. It's a waste of time. The diet consists of eating healthy and not drinking. So she could prove to the other ladies that she's not an alcoholic. But folks, if you have to stop drinking to prove you are not an alcoholic, that means you're an alcoholic. All right? People who don't have a drinking problem don't have to prove they don't have a drinking problem. Just saying. Then we have Kyle Richards going over to Lisa Vanderpump's house. And she's basically expressing her frustration and how pissed off she is with her sister and how mad she is with Brandi, okay? And for the two of them ganging up against her. And you know what? Lisa Vanderpump, she had a really good theory, okay? She said that Brandi's probably upset that Lisa and Kyle are getting along now. And so she wants to say, okay, if Lisa's gonna be your friend, Kyle, I will take your other friend from you, AKA your sister Kim. And I'm not sure, but she may be onto something. Anyways, I think it's definitely a good theory. Lisa's basic advice to Kyle is don't worry about it, all right? Just move on with your day. Stop freaking out, stop investigating, stop repairing and having meetings and chats about it. Just leave it alone, which was my advice. Remember when I said a couple of reviews back that sometimes you just gotta let people be angry with you, okay? And whenever they wanna get over it, they get over it. And if you haven't seen those reviews, check them out, people. All right, so let's talk about that phone call from Lisa's husband, Ken, inviting her to Lisa's surprise birthday party. Now, guys, you know, it's probably not gonna be a factor, but I will tell you, if any of you out there are throwing me a surprise party, please do not invite anybody that I am angry with. Don't invite people I don't like, don't want to talk to, don't want to hang out with, except under contract. What was Ken thinking? I mean, does he love Lisa? Now I'm starting to wonder. Like, maybe him and Andy Cohen are having an affair. Maybe Andy told Ken, come on, Kenny boy. Just put Brandi on the guest list. There'll be something special in bed tonight. Like, I guess that was the surprise that they titled the episode after, but it was a bad one. Mind you, when Ken invites her, he says to Brandi, yeah, you can come, but you actually gotta behave. You got to be on your best behavior. And Brandi even says, well, okay, so I can do that if I don't talk and don't breathe. You see why it was a bad idea? Because even the person is saying, I can only behave under those circumstances. Like, what were you thinking? And by the way, if it was me and someone said, hey, Chay Eday, you can come, but you can't act like yourself. Guess what? I'm not going. The minute you tell me that, I'm going to take off my shoes, take off my earrings, wipe off my lip gloss. Actually, no. There is never a wrong occasion for lip gloss. But Brandi with no pride, Brandi who's desperate to be friends with everybody, all right, she still decides to go to the party. Wow, okay. The good news is Brandi is starting to question her role in Kim's life. Okay, so she's telling her friend who is a sobriety coach, maybe I'm not the kind of friend that she needs to have while she is struggling with addiction. And that's exactly what the rest of the world has been saying, Brandi. Okay, you're slow, you're late, okay? But at least you're starting to figure it out. She doesn't need to be your friend. You don't need to be her friend. You are one step away from being her. The only difference between you and her is that she is mostly a nice person and you are mostly a bitch. Okay? So you guys don't need to hang out together. Definitely not. Mind you, her friend, her sobriety friend said, yeah, that she agrees that normal people who aren't falling off the wagon, don't just take other people's prescriptions. Because that's what she admitted taking. Who takes somebody else's pill? Cancer pill. Like, do you have cancer? Maybe then I would take it, but one pill ain't gonna help you. And is it the right pill? Is it the right thing? Like, you can't even if you have cancer, you still can't go take someone else's pill for cancer. Like, that's an addict, okay? So I'm glad that Brandi's starting to clue in, because it doesn't make any sense to be friends with her that close. Mind you, you know what, folks? She can act like she's concerned for Kim. Her real motive is to ditch Kim. She wants to ditch Kim. You know why? Because she has realized Kim does not go to fabulous parties. Kim does not have highfalutin friends that she hangs out with. Kim does not have oodles of jewelry for Brandi to beg, borrow, or steal. So she's realized, you know, Kim's not exactly a step up. So Brandi's actually tired of Kim, and she's trying to make a reason that sounds nice to ditch Kim. But you're not fooling me. You just want to ditch Kim. You don't care about her sobriety one bit. Later on, we see the ladies all get together at Eileen's house to read a script that her husband Vince has written. Mind you, she did not invite Brandi. Brandi, you're off the list, okay? Eileen is mostly over Brandi, except where she could think of a reason that she has to bring her around. But they all sit down, and this scene was pretty boring, except, you know what? Let me talk directly to Eileen's husband, Vince. Vince, I see you. I know exactly what you're doing. You're saying, oh, let me get some publicity for this script I wrote, okay? Maybe I could pick up a producer. Some kind of investor might see it and fall in love with it. I see you, Vince. Mind you, I ain't mad at you, okay? You got to get your hustle on. If you're going to be subject to all these crazy women, okay, you may as well go ahead and get your coins. That's fine. But your script is whack. The plot, the lines, the premise, everything is crazy. Hit delete, hit erase, start over, but keep grinding, okay? You go get your coins. That's my message to Vince. Now, after the ladies finish reading Vince's crazy script, okay, they all get together and they start chatting. And this is sort of like the mini intervention that Lisa Rinna wanted to plan, because they basically get Kim to open up and say how she's feeling and what she's doing and how she's struggling. But guys, it did not go well, okay? Lisa Vanderpump said it was a bad idea. Kyle Richards knows her sister says it's a waste of breath. But I guess Eileen and Lisa Rinna wanted to see for themselves. And once they get Kim to break down and how she's struggling and how she's depressed and isolating herself and she's nervous that she's going to start abusing again, they make all sorts of great suggestions. Oh, why don't you get a counselor? Why don't you go to therapy? Why don't you get a sponsor for your addiction? You know, and here goes Kim. Blah, 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 blah. Over it. Don't care. I'm sorry. Are you still talking? Anyone got anything to eat? Is it hot in here? Wow. Look at the time. Gotta go. That's all she gave you back, which is exactly what happens when people are not ready or willing to deal with their issue. Okay? She wasn't hearing it. She said it was a waste of time. And even Eileen, she started to get a little pissed off. Eileen sort of like leaned back and was like, okay, whatever. I'm not speaking anymore. This is pointless. But, you know, Lisa Rinna tried. Even Lisa Vanderpump tried. And Kim just said, I'm over it. I don't want help. I'm not getting help. I'm not interested in help. Next. Whatever. She's still defending Brandi as misunderstood and just needs to get more chances. So whatever. All right, moving on. Then we move on to Lisa Vanderpump's surprise birthday party. The one that Brandi's going to. Surprise! So we see everybody hiding and surprise Lisa. She looks surprised. And, you know, it's at her restaurant. It looks like, you know, a really nice evening that's about to be had by everybody. Except for the fact that Lisa sees Brandi at the party. And you know Lisa, she's got to say some stuff. She's got to crack some jokes. You know, during her speeches, she's like, that Brandi, that bitch, why is she here? So, you know, and then she makes sure and say, oh, just kidding, just kidding. So she doesn't start any controversy. But it looked like a great time. The only thing is, Brandi was a hater. Yeah, nobody's surprised there. But when people started singing with her and having jokes with her and chatting with her, Brandi's like, oh, this is ridiculous. And then she says one of Lisa's friends, Muhammad, that his friendship with Lisa is creepy because Muhammad is, oh, Lisa's great. I love Lisa. And so that's what makes me think Lisa may be onto something. Okay, she well and want a friendship with Lisa, super bad. Okay, and because Lisa has given her the stop sign, okay, on being friends, she seems to hate on people who are getting along and who are friends with Lisa. Okay, that's like she said about Kyle. Now she turns out and she's hating with Muhammad. Brandi only wants a spotlight on her. She wants all the attention and all the spotlight. And that's why she's a hater. Let me know what you think. Hit me up on the comments. Do you think Lisa's right when she says that Brandi is hating on people who are friends with Lisa? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And at the very end of the episode, during Lisa's party, we see Eileen meet up with Kyle over in a corner somewhere, and she basically starts saying to Kyle that, listen, your sister has a problem and I don't feel comfortable ignoring it anymore. And, you know, in the meantime that Eileen is talking, you see Kyle putting on her lipstick, looking in her mirror, checking out the ceiling, like Kyle doesn't care. And Kyle even says in her talking head after, she's like, it's not going to end well. You're going to try and talk to her. She's going to get mad at you and nothing is going to change. Okay, Kyle has been in this game long enough to know. But I guess newcomers, Eileen and Lisa Rinna, they still have some energy left for Kim. So they're going to go ahead and they're going to discuss it with her some more. That's just wasting time. But okay, well, I guess we got to fill in some episode time, some air time, some film footage. All right, fine. Go ahead and talk to her again. Personally, I'm just waiting for the day that Kim tells everyone to kiss her ass. Okay, and then they will know exactly their lane to stay in. And they can just stop all the trying and reaching and everything else, all right? She's rich enough, old enough that if she wanted help, she could get help, okay? Her family, you know, her sisters especially, have tons of money. Speaking of which, did you guys see Kim and Kyle's other sister, Kathy Hilton? All right, yeah, that's Kathy Hilton, the mega hotel Hilton chain owner. She and her husband are not millionaires. They are billionaires, okay? Did you guys see her? You know, $1 billion? Is that the look $1 billion buys you? I mean, somebody, you go get her a stylist because she looked a mess. She did not look good at all. I mean, that dress was tragic, okay? Her hair was fighting depression, okay? Like, there was no sophistication, no air, no class, no put together, no comb, no brush. There was nothing cute about her, okay? I mean, she doesn't usually come on camera, but Kathy, let me tell you something, girl. You need to step your game up, okay? You're looking tragic. And I understand rich people don't have to try as hard, but they gotta try a little. So we'll check you next time, and hopefully you can get yourself together and come with it a little bit more fresh. All right? All right, Kathy. Mini scrub down for you. All right, bye. You can go now. Anyways, folks, so that was it. That was the episode. The only surprise for me was Ken inviting Brandi to Lisa's party. Lisa, who he says he loves. I'm not sure he does. I'm going to watch during the reunion to see if there's some sparks between him and Andy. So that's the episode. Thank you guys for watching. And if you like what you hear, you know, give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment below, subscribe to my channel, and yes, follow me on Twitter at Chay Eday. All right, folks, we will catch you later. In the meantime, peace.